It's July 15th, heading out of camp. Beautiful day. It's like 55, I think. The weather's definitely gotten better the last couple days, but it helps when you're up a little bit higher too. The humidity's gone. I still sweat a lot yesterday, but that's just from all the climbing. But the weather's definitely better. Today, the first 8 miles are like mostly downhill and then flat through a valley, which sounds great, but the comments from everybody are that the mosquitoes are just terrible. Like they literally could carry you away. There's so many of them. So not really looking forward to that. And then in the afternoon, I've got a couple climbs, but they're not as bad as yesterday, so shouldn't be too bad of a day. And the shelter I'm going for is 19 and a half miles, and it's all AT trails today. No stops for me today. So I'm just gonna put my nose down and just try to grind out these miles. And that's about it. First view of the day. Always love to see clouds down in the valley. Well, I hit that section. It's got the mosquito swarm. I guess I wouldn't call it a swarm, but there's mosquitoes and those little black flies. And they're biting me faster than I can knock them off of me. And I like the elbows for some reason. They keep going for my elbows. But at least they're not going for my ears. Usually they've been in the mountains. They always try to fly right into your ears. That's the most annoying thing ever. Anyway, I've been putting up with these things for about a mile now. Hopefully it's not too much farther, because they are biting the crap out of me. I'm gonna be scratching at all these bug bites for the next 3 days. I had bug spray, by the way, and it did nothing, so I got rid of it. These guys are ferocious. Bug spray does not affect them. Maybe if I can find something that's like 80% DEET, I might try that. But the stuff I had so far is not doing anything. Trail magic time. Well, that was some good trail magic. Some ladies from the local church put that on. And they had the Boy Scouts put up that makeshift tent for them. And they were cooking hamburgers, hot dogs. They had some chocolate, they had apples, oranges, watermelon. And for you Mountain Dew haters out there, they didn't have any soda. So I drank water and iced tea. And I had a burger. And it was just good. You know, I love it when I run into stuff like that. It makes you feel better. I was just thinking I wasn't gonna be able to go to any delis or restaurants today, and out comes trail magic, so that works. I'm about 9 miles into my day, so I'm on pace for a regular day. So we'll see when I finish tonight. Shouldn't be too late. Well, look at this. Going over the Housatonic River again. And now they're putting signs out saying, don't drink the water, don't eat the fish. Okay, I get it. It's contaminated. So I'm just walking along and I felt something on my arm. And it looks terrible, right? Bug bite. It was a bug bite, and I picked at it. And now it looks like I got a huge gash on my arm, but it's just a bug bite. And I gotta find a stream or something to wash this off in before I freak somebody out. See, that's all it is. All that blood for one little bite. Benedict Pond. Water looks nice and clear. I almost feel like going swimming in that. Almost to the shelter tonight. One last view. I'm set up for the night in camp, 19.5 miles today. July 16th, my birthday. Yay for me. I get to celebrate by hiking less miles today. I'm only doing 17.5 today. And there's only one sort of big climb. So compared to what I've been doing the last couple days, this should be a pretty easy day. It's 6:30, so I'm starting early so I can finish early because I made a reservation at a motel on Greenwood Pond, which is a nice little pond. I don't know why they call it a pond. It should be a lake. It's pretty big. But hopefully that'll be an enjoyable evening for me. Get to spend an afternoon with a hot shower and a regular bed because it's not been super hot, but you know, I'm pretty dirty again. It's been 3 or 4 days. And I don't know if I can get any food delivered from there. It's kind of in the middle of nowhere, so I might not be able to get any food out of it, but at least I can get a regular bed and a shower tonight. Hit my first view of the day. Climbed up a 500-foot mountain, not too big. I'm doing pretty good. We've got 8 miles in already. And in half an hour, or half mile, there's this road stand on Jerusalem Road, and they have sodas and snacks. So I'm going to treat myself. Here it is, sodas and snacks. Happy birthday to me. Well, that was a nice little snack break. I had all that stuff that was in the picture, and then someone told me they had ice cream sandwiches, so I had one of those too. It was like 1,000-calorie snack break. So now I'm all full of Mountain Dew and snacks. Basically crap, but it's lots of energy for me to get through the rest of the day. I mean, I've already walked half the miles I need to walk today, so that's good. That was my first stop. First break I took all day. So hopefully I can get through the rest of the day. Maybe with one more break. I don't know. We'll have to see. I might have to stop and get water. That's about it. I've got 9. I do have one 900-footer mountain to climb over in a couple hours. That's the only mountain that's left to climb up. And then the rest is just down. So when I get to the top of that, that's probably when I'll take my last break. But today has definitely been easier than yesterday. Or I just have a burst of energy, I don't know. Either way. Walking through the swamp, I came across a little bitty turtle. And believe it or not, there's no mosquitoes out here in the swamp. I don't know why not, but I am not complaining. Crossing over I-90. Okay, I'm here. Looks like a typical motel. Okay, just checking out the storm damage around here from storms a couple days ago. There's a lot of trees down. And I got an afternoon snack, a Coke and a cranberry muffin. And this is Greenwater Pond, which have a pretty good view out here. I wish they'd cut some of these little trees down. I'd have a better view. And then that road noise over there, that's I-90. Not a bad place though. Okay, I got my pizza delivered. I ordered a large, but that looks like extra large. I mean, that is really big. But it's pretty thin. So I should probably still be able to eat it all, and if not, I'll just eat the rest for breakfast. July 17th, 8 o'clock in the morning. Getting a little bit of a late start today, but I only have 16 miles to go today, so not in too big of a hurry. Plus, I was just enjoying as much of my motel room as I could. And now I gotta climb. First thing this morning, I'm climbing this 1,000-foot mountain. But that's pretty much the only climb. I mean, I've got some smaller climbs, of course, but this is the only big one all day. So I guess I'd rather get it out of the way now. But like I said, only 16 miles today to the next shelter that I want to go to. I got my pizza last night. Ate my leftovers for breakfast, and that was my birthday dinner, I guess. I was kind of disappointed with the motel. They didn't have Wi-Fi. They didn't have laundry. So I washed my clothes in the bathtub, and they're still kind of wet. And didn't completely clean them, of course, but it's good enough for now. And tomorrow, I'm not sure what's going to happen. They're calling for a lot of rain. So if the forecast doesn't change, I might find somewhere to just get off the trail tomorrow. Not sure. I don't have a whole lot of options. But for today anyway, looks good. The weather's good. And like I said, I don't have far to walk, so let's just get today out of the way and see what tomorrow brings. Okay, well, I finally had to do it. I finally broke down and put on my net hat. The deer flies today are just terrible. Plus the mosquitoes keep flying into my ears, so at least for today I'm wearing it. I just can't take it anymore. I'm zooming in as far as I can, but there's a big buck over there. I can't really see how many points he's got, but he's got a pretty good rack. Poor bugs the bugs are driving him crazy, just like me. Now that I've got my hat on, they're not bugging me. Bugs aren't bugging. Okay, so some guy just passed me, and he told me up here at the next crossing is a lady called the Cookie Lady, and she makes you cookies and pink lemonade. So I'll be there in about 10 minutes. We'll see how that works out. Cookie Lady, this way. I see the sign in her front yard right there. Blueberries, currants. Here's the place. Okay, so I just had a new plan. My plans change a lot. Tomorrow, we're supposed to get tons and tons of rain now. I don't know where that came from, because yesterday it was just supposed to be a couple showers. Now it's supposed to be like 3-4 inches of rain, and it's going to rain all day, like starting at 5 in the morning. So instead of going 6 more miles to the next shelter like I was originally going to do, I'm going to walk 10 more miles today to, I forget the road, but whatever road it is, takes me into Pittsfield, Massachusetts, where I booked a motel for tonight and tomorrow night. And because I hate to walk in the rain, especially if it's going to be flooding rain that's all day long kind of rain. It's just, you get wet and miserable and you can't dry out. And anyway, I always avoid days like that if I can. So 10 more miles today. I mean, it's not bad. It's only going to be like 19, I think, total. Which is, that's kind of what I've been doing most of the time anyway. So I should get in there around 5 o'clock. And then I'll have to grab an Uber because the motel's like 6 miles from the trail and I'm not walking that far. So hopefully I can get an Uber. And then it's right across the street from Walmart and a bunch of other stuff. So everything's right there. So once I'm there, I can just walk to everything I need to do. And it's a good place to resupply anyway. I was going to resupply tomorrow at the Dollar General, so now I'll just do it at Walmart. It's just, I hate spending all this time in hotels, but it's still better than being wet and miserable, so I'll do it. So that's the plan anyway. Oh, by the way, the cookie lady, it was good. Cookies and pink lemonade. Nothing special other than that, though. I mean, it was a you-pick blueberry farm. I didn't pick any blueberries. But it was a nice thing they do for hikers, and they let us fill up water with water, too. So it was nice. So now I just got to walk my last 10 miles and try to get my ride into town. It is my lucky day. Trail magic again. Oh my gosh, so that was too funny. I caught up to a couple other my hiking buddies and we were there getting trail magic. And they had the usual stuff, cookies, beans, grapes, Coke. And then another lady pulls up and she says, I'm doing trail magic here. So she sets up. And she's got Mountain Dew and, other stuff. And then another guy shows up and he says, I want to do trail magic. Like everybody's fighting over who gets to do trail magic. And hey, we're like, you guys can all do it here. We'll just take something from everybody. So that was pretty cool. I don't think when I was in Pennsylvania, there seemed like the whole state of Pennsylvania, I can't remember getting trail magic, maybe a little bit, but for a long time there was hardly anything. And now in Connecticut and now in Massachusetts, it's starting to really pick up again. So it's good for the hikers. Makes us feel better. Plus the towns are harder to get to around here because most of them are off trail. So this really helps people get a quick meal or at least a snack and a cold drink. So we appreciate it. Let's see what river this is. I think I know. Of course, Housatonic River again. This is like a joke. Like, how many times can you walk over the same river? Well, I just found out Uber is not in this town. I don't know if it's because they don't let them or whatever, but they're not here. So I guess I'm walking. Two and a half miles anyway. I mean, I've already walked 19. What's another 2.5? So Uber is having serious network problems. I just tried again, and this time it says they do have people here, but every time I try to get a ride, it locks up in the middle of the process, and I have to keep canceling it. So I just gave up. And I just wasted 20 minutes trying to get a ride. I could have walked a mile. Frustrating.